Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into the intense and unpredictable world of General Hospital, a show that never fails to keep fans on their toes. We're going to dissect one of the most highly debated storylines, Michael and Willow. Could they find their way back to each other, or is this love story destined to remain in the past? With shocking twists, potential love triangles, and even wild kidnapping theories floating around, there's so much to discuss. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's unravel the drama together. Is Willow on the verge of an emotional breakdown? There's a strong possibility that Willow will soon face a moment of reckoning, one that forces her to truly assess the choices she's made. While she may have believed she was making the right decisions, the emotional toll of her actions is catching up to her. Some fans predict an epic meltdown where she finally realizes how much pain she has caused not just Michael, but herself as well. Imagine the scene, Willow standing in the middle of an empty room, eyes brimming with tears, as the weight of her mistakes crashes down on her. But the bigger question remains, will Michael even be there to catch her when she falls? Many believe that, for all the love they once shared, Michael has changed. He's not the same man who would automatically forgive Willow without hesitation. In fact, some argue that for this storyline to truly be satisfying, Willow needs to face her inner demons and grow as a person before even thinking about rekindling things with Michael. And what if she doesn't? What if this breakdown pushes her into an even darker space, leading her to make choices that complicate things even further? A love triangle no one saw coming. If Willow does finally wake up to the truth of her emotions, she may come running back to Michael, only to find that she's too late. One of the most exciting theories floating around is the idea that Sasha could re-enter the picture just in time to complicate everything. Michael and Sasha's history is no secret. They were once deeply in love, and under different circumstances, they might have had a real shot at happiness. While Sasha's struggles have been heartbreaking, they have also made her a stronger person. Many believe that now could be the perfect time for her and Michael to reconnect. Picture this, Willow, still raw with regret, catches a glimpse of Michael and Sasha sharing an intimate moment, a soft touch, a meaningful glance. The realization hits her like a punch to the gut. She thought she had time to fix things, but now she sees that life has moved on without her. Would she accept the consequences of her choices, or would jealousy push her into making a desperate move? This potential love triangle could be one of the most emotionally charged stories General Hospital has delivered in years. Not only would it test Michael and Willow's connection, but it would also give Sasha a storyline that allows her to step out of the shadows of her past and reclaim her own happiness. The wild card, a kidnapping that changes everything? But wait, what if none of these theories play out the way we expect? Some fans have taken the drama to the next level, speculating that a high-stakes kidnapping could throw everything into chaos. Imagine Michael and Willow being thrown into a life-or-death situation together. Trapped, terrified, and forced to rely on each other to survive, old feelings could resurface in the most unexpected way. There's something about imminent danger that forces people to confront their deepest emotions, and this could be the turning point in their relationship. Or, consider another possibility, what if it's Sasha who finds herself in danger? A desperate rescue mission could force Michael and Willow to work together, leading to new dynamics neither of them expected. Would their shared concern for Sasha push them back into each other's arms, or would it highlight how far apart they've grown? Kidnapping storylines are a soap opera staple, and if General Hospital decides to go down this road, it could be one of the most intense and gripping arcs of the season. The mystery of Drew, is he even who we think he is? Another element that fans can't stop discussing is the ongoing mystery surrounding Drew. What if the Drew we've been watching isn't actually Drew at all? This theory has been gaining traction, with some fans suggesting that a jaw-dropping revelation is on the way. Imagine if, after all this time, it turns out that the real Drew has been missing or even presumed dead for far longer than anyone realized. Some believe that if Drew's character is set to exit, his departure should be handled with care, preferably in a way that honors his past rather than erasing everything he once stood for. There's a lot of concern about how General Hospital will handle this storyline. Some fans fear that if Drew is simply written off or killed without a deeper explanation, it will feel like a wasted opportunity. On the other hand, if they lean into the imposter angle, it could open the door for some seriously compelling drama. Where does this leave Michael and Willow? At the end of the day, the fate of Michael and Willow remains uncertain. Soap operas thrive on uncertainty, on keeping viewers invested in every twist and turn. Some fans are hopeful that the two will find their way back to each other, while others believe their love story is best left in the past. But even if Michael and Willow do reconcile, they'll need to prove that they've grown, not just as individuals, but as partners. Otherwise, history will only repeat itself. So, what do you think? Should Michael give Willow another chance, or is it time for him to move forward, maybe even with Sasha? Could a shocking twist, like a kidnapping or a major Drew reveal, change the game entirely? Next, we're diving into one of the most controversial characters in General Hospital history, Carly Corinthos. Why does she attract so much hate? Is it because of her past actions, her constant presence in storylines, or just the way she carries herself? Let's break it all down and explore why fans either love her or can't stand her. Buckle up, because this one is going to be a wild ride. A legacy of controversy, why Carly has been hated since the 90s when it comes to soap opera villains, antiheroes, or simply characters who stir up strong emotions. Carly Corinthos has been at the center of heated discussions for decades. The most interesting part? Unlike characters who are hated temporarily due to their actions in a particular storyline, Carly has been a consistent lightning rod for criticism no matter what she's doing. Some characters come into a show, make terrible choices, and leave, allowing fans to move on from their grievances. But Carly? She has been a mainstay in General Hospital since the late 90s, and for many viewers, that's precisely the issue. While some soap characters have redemption arcs or periods of stepping back, Carly has remained front and center, ensuring that fans never get a break from her presence. One fan summed it up perfectly: there's a difference between a character who comes on for a short period to be the hated villain and one who gets hated all the time, regardless of what they're doing or not doing. Carly has been steadily hated since the 90s. But is that fair? Should she be judged forever based on who she was decades ago? Or is there something deeper at play that keeps the hate flowing? The love/hate relationship, can viewers ever truly forgive Carly? Despite all the criticism, there are those who see Carly in a different light. Some fans argue that while she has done some awful things over the years, she's still one of the most compelling characters on the show. This brings up an interesting point: are soap opera fans too unforgiving? Or is Carly's case unique? Many characters in General Hospital have done horrible things and been redeemed in the eyes of viewers. Sonny Corinthos, for example, has committed crimes that should make him a villain beyond redemption, yet he remains a fan favorite. So why does Carly get a different kind of hate? One fan shared their perspective: I have a love/hate relationship with Carly. Most of the hate was in the earlier years because she did some awful stuff. But regardless, I loved Sarah Brown, and I love Laura Wright as actresses. Nowadays, I mostly love Carly. It seems that for some, Carly's evolution as a character has softened the intensity of their dislike. But for others, the scars of her past actions run too deep to ever truly forgive. The wrath of the internet, is the hate more about Carly or the actress? The digital age has given soap opera fans a platform to voice their opinions like never before. And when it comes to Carly Corinthos, those opinions are never mild. Critics of the character don't just dislike her, they despise her. And in some cases, their hatred extends beyond Carly herself to the actress who plays her. Laura Wright, who has portrayed Carly since 2005, has faced significant online vitriol simply for playing a role. One fan pointed out the extremity of it all. Yes, Carly has hardcore fans, but some of her haters have the wrath of their greatest enemies. Some people seem to have a vendetta against both the character and actress, as if they personally know them. This raises an important question: why do some fans take things so personally? Sure, Carly has made some unforgivable choices in the fictional world of Port Charles, but at the end of the day, she's just that, fictional. The hate that gets directed at Laura Wright in real life is unwarranted and goes far beyond what should be considered normal fan discourse. Too much Carly? The issue of oversaturation. One of the most common complaints about Carly is that she simply gets too much screen time. With such a large cast and so many compelling characters in General Hospital, why does so much of the show revolve around her? Many viewers feel frustrated that storylines seem to circle back to Carly, often at the expense of other characters who deserve more development. It's not just about disliking Carly's personality, it's about the sheer dominance she has over the show's narrative. A fan vented their frustration online. It seems like every major storyline somehow involves Carly. We get it, she's important. But can we focus on someone else for a change? This oversaturation has led to resentment, even among viewers who might otherwise be neutral about Carly. They don't necessarily hate her, they're just tired of seeing her constantly in the spotlight. The Tony shooting, a scandal that never dies. While Carly has been at the center of countless scandals, one particular incident still haunts her in the eyes of many fans: the shooting of Tony Jones. It's been years since it happened, yet it remains one of the most talked about moments in General Hospital history. And for many, it's the reason they can't move past their hatred for Carly. One fan joked about the longevity of the controversy. Carly has been getting a mountain of hate since the 90s, and over the same things, lol. I would honestly be a billionaire if I got $1 every time someone complained about her having shot Tony. While other characters have committed crimes and been forgiven, Carly's past actions continue to be a sticking point for longtime viewers. Is it because her crimes were worse? Or is it simply because, unlike other characters, she's never truly faded into the background, allowing time to heal old wounds? The final verdict: can Carly ever escape the hate? At the end of the day, Carly Corinthos is one of General Hospital's most iconic and polarizing characters. Whether you love her, hate her, or fall somewhere in between, there's no denying that she has made a lasting impact on the show. Some fans will never forgive her past actions. Others have come to appreciate her complexity and growth. But one thing is certain: Carly is here to stay, and as long as she remains a central figure in General Hospital, the debates about her will continue. So, what do you think? Is Carly unfairly targeted, or does she deserve the hate she gets? Should she take a step back from the spotlight, or is she the glue that holds General Hospital together? Next, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most frustrating mysteries of General Hospital. What in the world is going on with the Port Charles Police Department? Why do crimes go unsolved? Why do private citizens have to do all the investigating? And why does it seem like justice is always being twisted in favor of certain characters? Let's break it down, analyze the major failures of the PCPD, and figure out if it's time for some serious changes in law enforcement in Port Charles. Should the PCPD be completely revamped? If there's one thing longtime General Hospital viewers can agree on, it's that the Port Charles Police Department isn't exactly the most effective law enforcement agency. Time and time again, they have mishandled investigations, ignored major clues, and let dangerous criminals roam free while arresting the wrong people. The most glaring question that fans keep asking is Anna Devane part of the problem? She's an iconic figure, a former WSB agent, and someone who has seen it all, but is she too close to Port Charles's criminal underbelly to do her job properly? And then there's Dante Falconeri, a detective who seems to pick and choose when he wants to uphold the law. Was his reluctance to investigate John Cates' murder tied to the fact that he knew his own father, Sonny Corinthos, was responsible? And let's not forget Harrison Chase. Has his personal life distracted him from being an effective officer? With all these complications, maybe it really is time to shake things up in the department and bring in fresh faces who are actually willing to do the job. The serial killer investigation. Why did private citizens solve the case? One of the biggest failures in recent memory was the shocking case of the serial killer who was secretly murdering patients at General Hospital by injecting them with a lethal drug that induced heart failure. The PCPD, for reasons beyond comprehension, barely put in any effort to catch the culprit. Instead, it was Lucky Spencer, Elizabeth Weber, and Lucas Jones who took it upon themselves to investigate the suspicious deaths. They scoured Turning Woods and General Hospital, gathered evidence, and risked their own lives to uncover the truth. But the most surprising part of all? It was Jocelyn Jacks who ended up killing Cyrus Renault, the mastermind behind the hospital murders. The question remains, why were these private citizens forced to put themselves in danger in the first place? If the police had been doing their job, Lucky, Liz, and Jocelyn wouldn't have needed to step in at all. This wasn't a case of vigilante justice. This was simply a response to the department's blatant incompetence. Sonny Corinthos, the crime that was never solved of all the crimes that have gone unpunished in Port Charles. One of the most blatant examples is Sonny Corinthos getting away with cold-blooded murder. Let's set the scene. John Cates was an absolutely despicable human being. He tormented Christina, manipulated people, and had no moral compass. But does that mean he deserved to be executed in cold blood? Sonny didn't hesitate. He pulled the trigger, ending John's life at point-blank range. But here's where things get strange. Instead of focusing their investigation on Sonny, the PCPD arrested Alexis Davis and sent her to prison for a crime she didn't commit. It was only after the truth came to light that she was released, but by then, the entire case was brushed under the rug like it never even happened. Why did no one pursue justice? Why did Sonny walk free with zero consequences? This wasn't even the first time Sonny managed to avoid punishment, and it probably won't be the last. Time and time again, the PCPD has either turned a blind eye or actively failed to hold him accountable for his actions. And that's precisely why fans are demanding answers. Is the PCPD just a puppet for the powerful? The way the PCPD operates, you'd think they work for the most powerful figures in Port Charles rather than the people they're supposed to protect. Over the years, they have repeatedly arrested the wrong people while the true criminals go free. Some fans are even wondering if corruption is at play. Are detectives intentionally ignoring evidence to protect people they have personal ties to? Is Anna's past connection to the WSB interfering with her ability to lead an unbiased investigation? Has Dante's loyalty to his father prevented him from doing his job objectively? Is Chase too distracted by his personal life to actually focus on solving real cases? These are the questions that General Hospital fans are asking. What needs to change? If the Port Charles Police Department is ever going to regain credibility, it's clear that something drastic needs to happen. Maybe it's time for an entirely new leadership structure, one where personal connections don't influence justice. Perhaps bringing in a new police commissioner who doesn't have ties to the current crop of characters could be the shakeup the department needs. Additionally, more competent detectives need to be hired, ones who don't rely on amateur sleuths to do their jobs for them. If Lucky, Elizabeth, and Jocelyn can solve major crimes while being civilians, what does that say about the actual officers who are supposed to be protecting Port Charles? At the end of the day, General Hospital thrives on drama, and the PCPD's incompetence is certainly part of that. But from a storytelling perspective, wouldn't it be more compelling if justice was actually served? Final thoughts: should Port Charles demand a better police force? The dysfunction of the Port Charles Police Department has been one of General Hospital's longest-running issues, and fans have had enough. From Sonny getting away with murder to private citizens doing more detective work than actual detectives, it's clear that the entire law enforcement system in Port Charles is broken. So, what do you think? Should the PCPD undergo a major overhaul, or is their incompetence just part of the soap opera fun? Would you like to see new detectives take charge, or do you think characters like Anna and Dante can still redeem themselves? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of General Hospital. See you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.